Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. How's it going? I'm just chilling out. It's been a long day. Today was very tiring. That's for darn sure. This video, by the way, is going to be all about Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Um, it's a new video game. Actually, I didn't even know the name of the company that made it. I just knew the name of the title of the game when I bought it from Steam. And this is a brand new company over in France, Paris, France, called Tactical Adventures. So yeah, I've played through the whole game. I beat it. You know, I know what's going on with it. I mentioned a little bit before about with this game, but this is gonna be the full shebang. Um, so of course I'm not gonna give away very much of the actual plot. The plot itself is pretty interesting. It's not the very best story that I've ever that I've ever played through, but it's actually I think quite a bit better than some of the other stories that I've played or out there. So it's in the middle toward a little bit on the upper end. It's not quite one of the very best storylines out there. Um, anyway, but it's definitely again, so that's up there for sure. What are the strong points? Well, so let's just talk really quick about the best aspects of this game. Basically, talking about character creation, one of the biggies, for sure. Um, it lets you create your own party of up to 4 people, and there's times when you have 5 or even 6 people in your party, because a few more will join on your party for a short period of time or something like that, more or less, a fairly short period. I don't know, relatively, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes shorter, but you have 4 people that will be in your party that you created yourself, and it's not really so detailed as regarding like the Elder Scrolls stuff. The Elder Scrolls, you can kind of really make your guy how you want to make him, but or whatever. But it's decent enough that way. It has you have some options. Um, you have some options, and then it's more about the not just the stats. This is, by the way, this game is kind of run by, or it refers to Dungeons and Dragons version 5, or you know uh, the rule set, version 5, Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, and so, but you can pick what different characters, what language they speak. A lot of things. There's a lot of sub skills and stuff, so you can really get into all that. Um, so, in terms of the actual gameplay, there's a lot of stuff going on with this game that has to do with um, 3-dimensional stuff. So, like jumping onto things, or jumping down, or climbing down, or climbing up a ladder or vine, or it's very 3-dimensional. I'll put it that way. You can fly, so there's flying. You know, long jumping, levitation. I don't know, all kinds of stuff like that. It's I think it's well done um, that way. Now, when I say there's flying, it's not like continuous flying, or you can't fly in the back of a dragon kind of thing, but it's like you can go up in the air and move around. Um. Some other strengths of this game. I guess I just the way that I kind of liked how um, in terms of the actual gameplay, in terms of the battles and things, there's a fair amount of options, um, different strategies you can employ. So that's great. You know, it's definitely more replayable that way. Um, it's not. Um, well, another one of the strengths of the game, I think, is how many really fun or great puzzles there are. And of course, by puzzles, I mean um, kind of like obstacles or like things involving where to stand and where to jump to, and you know, yeah, that's a very, you know, but they do a lot with the symbols things and I do remember talking about this game in a recent video. So this video is just Solasta. I give it like a 5 out of 5 stars, but it's some folks would probably give it more of a 4 out of 5. I could see that too. Um, I wish the game was a little bit more non-linear, but I can kind of understand why it was the way it was. It's not. This game is not completely linear, and I've played amazing games before, just amazing that are linear. Um, so the linearity or non-linearity of a game, I've realized doesn't always. It can only say so much. It's like there's a fair amount of content. I guess it's just that the first time you run through the game, it's pretty unforgiving at times. I mentioned, you know, I think I mentioned this before. It's kind of, it's not so much that some things are impossible to figure out on your own. I mean, absolutely possible, but it can be a little. There's times when it can be a little bit like, you know, it's a question of oh, you have to go over everything with a fine tooth comb, the fine tooth comb, and the camera is kind of in the middling area. And it's not, you know, you being able to see everything well, not have the camera jerking around. That's probably a middling thing. It's not especially strong. It's not really weak. But yeah, I just wish there's more content to the game. Um, there's only 10. You can only go up to level 10, by the way. So when you're playing this game and you're in the level 10 range, you know that the end is nigh. Um, would I play this game again? Yeah. It just there's no rush. It's still not quite as great as Baldur's Gate, but it's one of the best that's come out in a while. I think, really, truly, and it's not. More importantly, this game is not one of those trying to be politically correct, you know, pieces of garbage. You know, it's not. Or it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just all about the gameplay and the puzzles, and it's a great story, and it feels like Dungeons and Dragons. That's the great thing. You have dice rolls. They show the dice rolls. Um, the villains are quite villainous. You know, I kind of felt like I wanted my characters to be as uh, to be, you know, all the characters I have like my character storage thing. And you can create as many characters you want to create and just use them whenever you want to, you know, playthroughs. But you know, I want those stats to be as high as possible for all the key stats and for every character. And I mentioned, yeah, it's just it makes you want to be really competitive in a good way, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Just check out Solasta Crown of the Magister. It's a good game. It's going for like $44 on Steam or something like that. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.